Hi there, welcome to Grain TV. It's Friday, May 28th. We're heading into the 3-week holiday, but we're doing so with more positive gains. Let's take a look at the Grain Edge trading platform and see where we closed. In Chicago, corn up 5 cents a bushel, beans up 7.5, and wheat closing fractionally lower, losing a half a cent a bushel today. News was pretty light today. It was sort of some consolidation, although corn was carrying up to new highs. But overall, there was not much enthusiasm one way or the other heading into the 3-week holiday. We did have some good news out this morning, a rare bunch of deals announced by USDA on the export sales front. First of all, old crop corn, 130,000 metric tons done there, 110,000 on new crop soybeans, and 100,000 on new crop soy meal. So those were certainly supportive, although they didn't give a great lift to the market, but they certainly kept the market underpinned with a strong gain on the day. Soy meal did turn lower today after yesterday's test of new highs, but overall the bullish enthusiasm still seems to be in charge here. Other news out, the Buenos Aires Grain Exchange said they were going to keep their crop estimate for Argentina at 56 million metric ton. They're seeing good harvest progress. They're saying that the areas that did not see flooding are offsetting the areas that did see flooding, and so they're keeping their forecast at 56 million metric tons. That compares to the USDA's 56.5 million metric tons. But overall, they're still having some slow delays compared to normal in terms of harvest, and there is an expectation that their soy meal exports will be off substantially, which is keeping our soy meal market moving aggressively higher. Other news, China was in the market for, or at least moving some of their old crop stocks inventories. They had auctions on the table. They're supposedly trying to auction off about 2 million metric tons. Here in the last few days, it sounds like they've got about 890,000 metric tons that have been auctioned off into the domestic market. In outside markets, everyone was sort of waiting to hear what Fed Chair Yellen was going to say in her remarks at Harvard. And overall, she was pretty definitive in saying that a Fed rate hike is likely in the coming months. That took some weakness, or took some of the strength out of the stock market and pushed bond yields higher as a result. So there is a looming expectation that we will see a Fed rate hike in the coming months, and that sent the US dollar up as well. We were up 0.5% on the day as of this taping, and overall that is the highest mark for the US dollar index since March 29th, which is not supportive of grains, but overall we're still holding fairly strong on the gains here. Let's take a look at July corn. We crossed a pretty substantial marker a couple days ago. We talked about this at the early part of the week. We said clearing this 408 mark on July front month beans was going to be critical to keeping this rally going, and we sure in fact did do that yesterday and held well above it today, closing at 413. So the next mark we're looking for is that 420 mark on the high set all the way back in the fall of October. So look for that as sort of the next stage in that July corn contract. Overall, these are markets that seem to be on firm bullish territory right now. We've got crude oil that backed off a little bit today, but even so, it came back at the end of the day on Baker Hughes rig count numbers that were down again. And so this is a market led by crude oil, led by soybeans, and corn is along for the ride as well, thanks to good export numbers, that is keeping it moving higher. So I wouldn't be surprised to see us come back on Tuesday or in Monday night's trade after the long weekend, continuing to march higher, that there just seems to be little fundamental news at this juncture to really change the attitude. That's not to say when we get a month or so out and the U.S. crop seems to be made, or we seem to be having really good indications of the crop supply, that we may not turn lower. But right now in the short run, this seems to be a market that is just continuing to grind higher and set out new highs. So if you're interested in learning how GrainHedge can help you, by all means, visit grainhedge.com and take a free demo of our trading platform and get our morning comments and our technical alerts that can help you in your own grain marketing decision. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday's edition of Grain TV. As a GrainHedge trading client, you'll get our technical alerts email first thing every trading day. Technical Alerts is a powerful system that generates quality trading opportunities. Each trading opportunity shows a chart and analysis providing clear price targets and risk potential. Technical Alerts look at historical chart formations and compare the current environment to the past to form concrete trading recommendations. The commodities covered by Technical Alerts includes grains, livestock, crude oil, currencies, bonds, and metals. Start your trading day with the most powerful insight into market direction and improve your trading today. Sign up at GrainHedge.com to become a client.